But it happened so fast.
It was really quick. We only had 10 days to shoot this entire movie.
And I came on late, so I was freaked out because I had a lot of technical lines to learn.
I feel sorry for
I was taping stuff on the walls, anywhere I could put it, on the back of Tisha's head.
Right, anything. And we were so supportive because there was a lot of, tech verbiage that she had to memorize. And, that's not either one of our forte. So I couldn't help her only but so much. Like, I know. Good job.
Right.
You're doing
she got it, finally.
No, I didn't
We can go home. No kidding.
We have a little bit of something for everybody with Operation Aunties. It is a cybercrime dramedy. So there's comedy, drama, there's a little bit of everything. And we get to play in all of those puddles.
Yeah. And it's very current. You
Very
know what I mean?
current.
I don't know anything. I didn't know anything about Bitcoin. I mean, I know about it, but I don't know about it. You know what I'm saying? Like Bitcoin, cryptocurrency. I was like, what? Okay. But all
what
of that.
language am I speaking?
Right. And also the whole, the dark side underneath with the
dark web.
The trafficking, trafficking people and all that other stuff. So all of that is current and real.
And doing research, and Wendy did a lot of research, and she was like, I fell down that rabbit hole, and it was, it's a very hard place to be in.
I think at first it was kind of used as a negative connotation a little bit. I felt like a little bit in the beginning, like online, people might have, used it towards women as a
who are a certain
age, and kind of poking at that a little bit. But I think it kind of changed. I think it evolved into, I see a lot of people saying, hey, you know what I mean? They look at it kind of like
a respect thing.
Yes, it's a respect thing. So
I even like sir and ma'am. I know most people don't.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they really don't. But I actually like being called ma'am because I was like, I worked hard for that.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely all the time. Yeah. I mean, just walking down the street in New York, and people at first, they're like, oh my, at first, a lot of women say, which is crazy, which is, you would think is crazy. They come up, like literally just today at one of the interviews, she was like, I'm Shelby. I was like, okay. You know what I mean? Like everyone says that to me a lot. So they embrace it. Like they admit they have that side to them. So I like that. I like to see that. Some people, cool. I think men, for the most part, sometimes they're a little afraid to approach me because, they think I'm crazy or just mean or whatever. And then they meet me, they're like, oh my God, you're so nice. And so
she's very demure in real life. Yeah. She's very...
Sometimes, I mean, I could be crazy too, but, but look, it means I did my job. It means I just wanted it to be entertaining, which I feel like I did, and created a character that's memorable. So I find it complimentary, and it actually makes me happy.
Something that actually we question ourselves, because I was having lunch with Martin and Tashina, and Martin was like, can you believe they call us icons? I was like, yeah. That's crazy, right? Because we look at it like we used to watch Lucille Ball or the Brady Bunch that was on repeat all the time, every day after school. And those kind of reruns, we would never think that we would be that. We just were going to work, trying to feed our families and make each other laugh on set. That's all we were doing. But we never in a million years would have thought that that's how people would view us years later.
One more time, you guys should pull it when we just got it.
I remember at a time when I was doing the Martin show and we were filming, and the Emmys would come around, and I actually had a publicist who happened to be Caucasian, and I said to her, hey, can we submit me for Best Leading? She was like, no, Tisha, it's just not going to work out. And I was like, what do you mean?
Wow.
She was like, and I said, what do you mean? And she said, well, because you're Black. I was like, okay, well, can we trick them? Can we do Best Supporting Actress? She was like, Tisha, it's, they're not. And that was the time. In the 90s, we didn't look for accolades. We didn't look to get awards or anything. We were just doing the work and looking for the next job so that we could feed our families. We couldn't take the time to think about whether we were going to have the accolades that we just discussed.
Yeah.
It just wasn't happening back then. And so now that it is, it's such a beautiful thing to watch and to witness.